I accidentally almost just hit stop streaming on accident. That would have been sad. Hello. Hi, friends. I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. How's it going? My hair's wet because I just got out of the shower. But how are you guys doing? I feel like I'm also very short, but then I'm not in camera, so maybe I should lower myself a little bit again. Oh, Spartan doesn't sound excited to see Terror. I hope everything's okay. Terror. How's it going, y'all? It's Saturday. I started painting a cabinet last week, but because I wanted to paint it, it's like natural wood finish, and I wanted to paint it a color, so I had to prime it last week. Do 2 coats primer, and then today I have to do 2 coats paint. So I put my first coat of paint on today. It's kind of like Nancy Drew in a way that it's a mystery, but the format of how it plays is a bit different. But I'm really loving the game. But good morning to everybody. So I'm literally waiting on paint to dry. So I figured it's got to sit for like an hour and a half anyway, so I'll just do like an hour and a half / 2 hour stream and then do my other coat of paint. So, I'm trying to, I feel very low in my chair, but if I raise up any higher, I'm not on camera. So I guess this is just how we're going to be today. So let's get going. How do I stream? I forget. Okay. Let me know how audio is and everything as usual. Pretty please. Thank you for shouting out Christy. Okay. Oh. Yeah. We were talking to him. I needed to show him all the things I have, didn't I? Yes. Officer Meekins. Officer Meekins, have a look at this. What is that emote? It's a cheese! It's a cool cheese! Oh man, it's a little early to do this voice, but... Go ahead, sir! Laugh! Laugh at me, sir! I know what you want to say! You can tell me how she has one just like it! Me? Why would I? I know, sir, I know. I'm the only one without a girl with matching badges. Nowhere! I'm alone! All alone! Is that so wrong? Life isn't all about high school sweethearts and youthful romance, sir! Is he talking about those badges on her coat? Oh, you're literally just waking up. Huh. I'd like to think there's a difference between my badge and a fashion accessory. Do you think you could take a look at this? Good morning, Disney. Hey! That's it, sir! That's it! That's it! That's what? My head was a blank until this very moment. But, sir, now I remember! I remember, sir! You mean you remember what happened? Correct! That card was the cause of it all! This ID card? Exactly, sir! That's exactly it! Exactly, Christy. Nothing could be more exact, sir! Nothing! I'm gonna close my door because I feel like I'm being very loud. Give me just a moment. My family is gonna be like, what the heck? Okay, I better pry into this one a little deeper. What does that mean? Present it again? Oh, maybe it just becomes a conversation topic now. Okay, that's good, thank you. Officer Meekins, could you take a look at this? I'm sorry, sir, I'm really sorry, but I have no idea what that is. Maybe you should ask Mr. Edgeworth, sir? He's passing the buck, Mr. Wright. It takes a special kind of man to pass the buck to Edgeworth. That's true, they do. Officer Meekins, this is for you. I'm scared of knives, sir. It's okay, I just wanted you to take a look at... That's it, sir! Last night, sir! That's the one! I was an apple, sir! In my dream, sir! And I was being peeled! On second thought, you don't have to look at the knife. He's overreacting to the knife, but I guess he's been through a lot. Okay, he doesn't care about this. This Blue Badger panel has to be important in some way, right? Like, why would that be in our evidence folder? It's gonna be like the one piece of decisive evidence at the very end of the trial. Okay, he doesn't care about this. Yeah, that's it. I need to remember how to do the blue badger dance. I already got it. It's fine.
Hey, why do you have that? That's...
From the day it was taken at the prosecutor's office. The day that Detective Goodman's body was found in the trunk.
So this means I'm a free man, innocent. If this is a dream, sir, then I hope I never wake up.
This is a dream. You'd better wake up right now. Mr. Meekins, Officer Meekins is a little bit worrisome. So he's also afraid of that knife. Do you want a steak lunch? Doesn't remember evidence, but remembers the blue badger. I mean, you have to prioritize. Exactly, Disney. My brain only has so much memory power, you know? Okay, so let's talk to him about... Aha! Here we go. Oh, thank you, Sarah. I hope you have a good breakfast. Can you tell me what it is you do remember?
Well, sir, you might say I'm a lost little patrolman. A lost little lamb, if you will. I didn't know Mr. Detective Goodman who was in the evidence room. And that's why...
Oh, and that's why you thought he looked suspicious?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
Well, that sounds pretty much by the book so far.
That's right, sir. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly, he pointed a knife at me.
What?
Sir, I assure you I was as flustered as you are right now. So I whooped and leapt at him.
Detective Goodman pointed a knife at him?
Do unto others before they do unto you. My own father's words, sir.
What happened then?
Well, my eyes, sir. Everything went white. When I awoke, I was here.
Right. So, Officer Meekins, why was it that they arrested you? What do you mean, Emma? Let's look at what we know. Now, Officer Meekins didn't know Detective Goodman, and the victim, whom he met at the scene of the crime, didn't show his ID card. In other words, we have no way of knowing if the victim was really the victim. And if this body just disappeared from the evidence room, we don't even know if anyone actually died.
That's it, sir, that! That's what I wanted to say! That is, I did say something along those lines.
Huh? But you still ended up here?
They told me that it had to be him, sir. On that day, at that time. Detective Goodman was definitely in the evidence room. That's what they said.
But you don't remember the events clearly? Yay, coffee. I also have coffee.
No, but the videotape is quite clear.
Huh? Videotape?
From the security camera. The crime! My crime! The crime I swore to stamp out! It's there! It's me! It's on tape!
And you wait until now to tell us this?
I'm sorry. Really sorry, sir. I'll hand over my badge. I don't deserve it.
You go coffeeless. Aw, Koopa. No thanks, I have my own. Well, guess we'd better go check out the crime scene. So can we get in there? And good morning, Koopa. Criminal affairs. But we can't get in there unless we have Jake Marshall's permission, right? Hey, Mr. Wright. Look who's standing at the head detective's desk. It's Chief Gant. Ugh. That sounds fun, Spartan. Oh, crud. What voice did I give him? Oh, crap. I don't remember. Are you sure this is all? Hmm? You know what it means if there's anything missing. Was that right? Sir, I'm sure it's most likely totally perfect. We checked the drawers, the lockers, the garbage cans, the coat pockets, the pillowcases, behind the computer monitors, the coffee machine. Oh, that was the chief talking. Whoops. I see. Well, if anything does turn up, you call me right away. Deal? Yes, sir. We'll scour the place again, sir. The head detective looks a little flustered. Aha! Righto, my boy. How you been? Swim much? Oh, Chief Gant. Reporting for duty, sir.
Why are you saluting him, Mr. Wright?
Caramel iced coffee whenever I want it is such a money saver. Ooh, that sounds awesome. What this song? Is this Gant's song? It sounds very ominous. Is Edgeworth gonna be okay? Oh, Worthy! Oh, you know, they're doing a little inquiry meeting with him.
Sounds like an inquisition.
Yep, well, we've had no end of trouble with the boy since last year. You mean the incident on Gourd Lake? It doesn't look good having one of our top people sitting in the defendant's seat. Now, you got someone else found guilty in that case, right, Righto? Von Karma. I will not hate anyone more than I hate Von Karma. 1 second. I'm responding to a text message. Okay. I know, Von Karma. A legend he was, undefeated in his 40-year career. But in court you fixed it. I can read. So in court, you fixed it, so he was caught for forging evidence. Wait, I didn't do anything wrong. He did forge evidence. In any case, the prosecutor's office is in a bit of a turmoil, you might say. Why, they'd do just about anything to restore their reputation. Now, depending on what that inquiry committee decides, it could be bad for Worthy.
What?
So we basically, like, made Miles our friend and then we just stab him in the back. It's downright odd, I tell you. I mean, it happened at exactly the same time. The murder at the prosecutor's office?
Scientifically speaking, it's impossible.
Yes, but that's what the evidence is saying. Goodman was stabbed in 2 locations at the same time. That's what it says.
What evidence is this?
Now, Righto, I can't give away all our secrets just like that. And this in particular, well, it's a little sensitive, and I can't talk about it. Exactly, Disney. I wasn't expecting much anyway. You know, one thing I hate most of all is hiding stuff. Secrets. Can't stand them. But you know, it's a full-time job just keeping the head detective's trap shut.
Ah, he was the one you were picking on earlier.
Huh? You saw that? Whoops! I wonder what it was that he wanted the head detective to do.
Let's see if we can kind of discreetly ask him.
Let's give him all my things. Would you like to see my badge? Oh yeah, guys, by the way, look at my really cool one-piece shirt that Tara got me for Christmas. Tony Chopper! Anyway, I wanted to show that off. Okay, present! I was wondering, could you take a look at this? Ah, sorry, Righto. I'm through with that stuff. Through, I say. Go find that guy who can't seem to sit still out there, the busy one.
The guy who can't sit still, does he mean Detective Gumshoe? Either him or the Dancing Blue Badger.
Tara is a good friend. Okay, he doesn't care about this. There's so much exposition when they don't care about it. Ugh. Care about something, Gant. That's not true. The good friend part is true, but not the bad person part. Ugh. Do you care about any piece of evidence I have? Goodness. Oh my gosh. Ugh.
I start not knowing how many years that is.
That is 3 years and 5 months, which, wow! Thank you so much. How are you, Moocher? How is your afternoon going? Or early evening now? This is the earliest I've streamed in, like, months. He literally doesn't care about any of this. It's 4 p.m. here. I'm waiting on paint to dry, literally, so that's why I'm streaming. Steak lunch? Okay, he literally cared about nothing I had. I just wasted all that time. Good gravy. Okay, can I go? I can only go to the entrance. There's nothing here. Hi. The blue badger's still writhing around today. Oh, I need to change my arms. Okay. Let's give him... No, that's not a real person. I'm a real person, though. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt and say he's dancing. Speaking of dancing, the whole police department's been dancing around like crazy since yesterday.
Can I take out his batteries? I just can't help but feel he's gonna do something naughty.
Look, that patrolman's saluting that other guy. He must be a detective. Answer me, how many fingers do you see? I'm sorry, I don't know. Well, that's 20 for the left, but nowhere near that for the right. Get glasses, officer.
That wasn't a salute. It was an eye test.
They make a good pair. What am I looking for? I'm very confused. Thank you for shouting out Koopa.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after...
Oh, we already heard about this. The panda thing. Thank you for dance breaking. Okay. I don't remember how to get into... Oh, here we go. Where is Marshall? Let me into this room, please. He told me to go talk to Detective Gumshoe, and Detective Gumshoe is not here. So where the heck am I supposed to go to talk to Detective Gumshoe? He won't talk to me. I don't have anything to talk to Meekins about. I did say Marshall. I know he's your bae. Parking lot. Do you have anything to tell me? Nope. I think this is the part I mentioned being stuck for a while. Oh boy. I have a feeling that guy in the purple shade. I think anybody with purple shades is evil. Says the girl with purple shades. My sunglasses are purple. They're actually Twitch sunglasses, funnily enough. I'm gonna go here and see if Emma has any clues. Well, where should we begin?
Oh, well, isn't it obvious we should begin with that, you know, that thing?
The mystery of the victim, I guess. How could one man, Detective Goodman, be killed in 2 places simultaneously? Secretly. Or maybe not so secretly.
Oh, well, you see...
We should go to the police department. The evidence room, was it?
I'm not being very useful here, am I?
No, you're being very helpful. No, you're actually not being useful because Maya is better than you. Hence the stream title! I'm sorry any Emma stans out there.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth.
You're becoming a thorn in my side, Worthy. There have been rumors. After all, you were in the defendant's chair just last year.
There was that business with him not reading that officer's report.
Ah, about the killing at the police department, right. The chief of police was right about that, but I can't help but think someone at the police department doesn't like Edgeworth. So, he said to go into the evidence room, but I can't go into the evidence room. So, what am I supposed to do? Ugh. Examine. So this is the police mascot. The Blue Badger, the future star of the police force.
The design's a little changed from the one outside.
Oh, well, the Dancing Blue Badger, TM, is still under development, you see?
You have it trademarked?
Absolutely, it's cutting-edge stuff, very now. I showed this doll here to my daughter, and she burst into tears. Don't show her the moving mock-up outside, then you'll give her nightmares. Was that important at all? I don't even know. Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Hi, Chief. Oh, sorry, you had to see that.
What exactly did the chief of police want you to do?
Well, see over there? That's Goodman's desk. He wanted me to check it for anything that might be a clue. They took away every last piece of garbage in the trash can.
So nothing belonging to Detective Goodman's still here?
Of course not. Well, except for this. This is probably what I needed to do.
What? You kept something?
Sure, why not? It's not important. He didn't even finish writing it. It's a lost item report, but it's only half complete.
A lost item? Did Detective Goodman lose something?
The date on it is February 21st. I'll make a note of that just in case. Can I read that? I should probably get a quick look around the crime scene. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do! Okay, lost item report. Date 221, date lost 221. Name, Bruce Goodman. ID, 5, and then it stopped. Item lost status report. No, you're not a moron. The only reason that I even clicked examine is because I saw that little blue badger sitting behind Gant's shoulder and I wanted to look at it. Can I show this to you? Nope, he don't care. Okay, so can I get into the evidence room now? I still can't get in here. So that didn't do me any good. You're not big dum-dum. How the heckles do I get into the room? Oh. Actually, I was wondering if I could ask you a favor. Well, I never thought the day would come when Wright asked me for help. I was wondering if we could investigate the evidence room. Oh, he's doing that staring thing again. I don't like it. Now, Wright-o. Actually, I'm sorry. I don't need to investigate after all. Wright-o, please. I look like a selfish man? Huh? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50. No problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's content. Knock yourself out.
It just goes to show you never know until you ask.
And for you here, you can borrow this.
Hey, this is a detective's ID card, isn't it?
That's a special card for a guest, so don't lose it.
Yes, sir. It's an honor.
You just run along and do your best now. Later, folks. The only game you played like this is Time Hollow? I've never heard of that.
It looks pretty cool on my lapel, doesn't it? Just think, a real ID.
You seem happy.
Yes, sir, because, sir, we get to go to the evidence room now, sir.
I think this place is a bad influence on the girl. Okay, so now can I actually get into that room? I hate that I have to go outside and then back into another room. That's so silly.
And we have the ID from Chief Gant. Let's just walk in. It won't open.
The card reader's turned off, see?
What is that security guard thinking?
Howdy, partners. Well, well, what's made my Bambina's sky so gray? I have not beaten Bug Fables yet, but I really want to finish this game, so I've been focusing on finishing this game, and then I'll go back to Bug Fables and Pokemon Omicron. Officer Marshall. Somehow I knew. It's a sleuthing game like this, but you have a pen that you can use to go back in time for certain moments to change the future. Interesting. Sounds a little bit like Ghost Trick Phantom Detective, which was made by the same people that made this. There he is, Christy. What's that somehow I knew look for? As you may have surmised, this here's my saloon. Young Guns himself.
We're here to investigate the crime scene.
Yeehaw. That card you got there on your chest. That's better than a sheriff's badge in these parts.
Yeehaw?
Well, what you standing there for? Get along, little dogies. The crime scene's awaiting.
Beep.
Looks like the card reader's on again. While we're here, I was wondering if we could ask you some questions. Sorry, cowboy, but I got no mind to tangle with you hombres. You're busy then? Did I say that? I only said I didn't wish to speak with you. Actually, you said you had no mind to tangle with us hombres. But talk to us anyway! Talk to us anyway!
I was wondering if we could talk to you.
Sorry, Bambina, but I'm off to roam the lands like a tumbleweed on the wide prairie. Like a gunslinger loading his six-shooter, I can read. I say a little prayer. What noise did you just make? What was that all about, Mr. Wright? I think he was just too hungry to talk.
You're saying that because his stomach was growling?
Oh, is that what that was?
You have no idea what he was talking about either.
Well, in any case, we need to get cracking on this investigation pronto. Can I show him things? I'll just go in there, I guess. And hopefully he'll be back out here and we can talk to him in a bit. February 23rd, Evidence Room, Sector 3. It's quiet. The investigation must be over here.
So this is the evidence room? It really is kind of like a graveyard.
Graveyards are supposed to have grass and trees. This feels more like a morgue.
Nice try, Mr. Wright. You can't scare me.
Hey.
Eh!
Whoa!
Sorry. I thought you were a ghost.
I wouldn't recommend going around smacking ghosts on the head, pal. So is it true what I heard? Righto, please. Do I look like a selfish man? Heck, if anyone asked me, sir, can I borrow $50? I'd give them $50, no problem. So go ahead, investigate that room to your heart's desire. Knock yourself out. Yeah, it's true. So, Chief of Police Gant will loan anyone $50? Even me? Oh, so that's what you were talking about. Actually, I was put in charge of the investigation for today. Just for today.
Boss for a day?
But guess what? You got permission from the chief, so now you're boss for a day. Gee, thanks. Everything in our apartment's shutting down today for some reason. The trash compactors, the pools, and now the gyms. That's weird. First of all, you'll want to have this. Evidence room floor plans. Okay. Can I look at that? This is 3 pages of evidence. Okay, so it's just a big L shape? No, I didn't want to do that. Back. I want to talk to you first.
So, Detective Gumshoe, you're boss for the day?
That's right. It's an honor. After all, the murder took place right here, in the police department.
But if you're boss, why are you all alone? Where are your underlings?
They're using our findings from yesterday's investigation to prepare for the trial. In other words, Detective Gumshoe got kicked out of the investigation again. I'm adamant, though. I'm gonna take control and put this case to rest. And in my own evidence locker, pal.
You have a locker in here too, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course. I'm a detective, after all. They gave me a locker that only I can open, pal.
Only you can open.
I'll always believe in Mr. Edgeworth, no matter what happens.
So, Mr. Edgeworth is with the inquiry committee now, right?
They're trying to figure out who's responsible for the mess up in court today.
I see.
I guess this is what you call fate. Mr. Edgeworth just can't get away from that case.
That case?
Yeah, that case. The SL9 incident, of course. That was the beginning of the end for Mr. Edgeworth. Maybe we can get him to tell us more about that case. This place is more high-tech than you might think. Every locker's fixed, so only one detective can open it. Using this ID card? Well, that's the thing, pal. ID cards can be lost. Why, I'm on my 3rd card since entering the force already.
That sounds like a lot.
Yes, but even I can't lose my own right hand.
Right hand? Oh, you mean your fingerprint.
Exactly, pal. The lock for each locker is coded with a fingerprint. And that's the only locker we can open.
Funny, they look like normal lockers.
These are the latest model. There's a trick to the handles, see?
The handles?
On the other side of the handles is a sensor, and if the wrong person touches it,
zap, you get a shock.
If that's what happened, my hand would be black and smoking every day. In any case, the locks that aren't that obvious. There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks.
There's even some people in the force that don't know about the fingerprint locks?
Well, I would assume that all the people that should know about the locks, so I would assume that the people who don't know about the locks don't have any business to know about the locks. Does that make sense? That's what my brain is telling me. My coffee's cold now. I'm gonna switch to my Polar. I doubt many people would fight you over that title. Thank you, Galen. How's it going today? Okay, now let's talk to him about all my things. The Polar! We're gonna go backwards and work back. Can't open the lockers if your fingerprint doesn't match. If you can open it, they'll give you 50 cents.
Note, the police department lacks faith in its lock system.
After all, Detective Goodman was stabbed here after opening his locker. But at the same time, he was found dead over at the prosecutor's office. Yay for just getting up. Maybe somebody who liked fighting over pointless things would, so you're on the internet. This would be the place for that. That's true. Thank you for shouting out, Galen. Allow me to say one thing, speaking as a detective. If I see a piece of evidence I know nothing about, I say nothing. Nothing. That's fine. You bet it's fine, pal. Why are you saying that to me right now? Because I'm confused. Oh, that's... I got you. That's the I don't have anything to say about this line. Detective Goodman's note and that switchblade knife. I bet Edgeworth was most surprised of anyone. Because of the SL9 connection? That was Mr. Edgeworth's first big case, 2 years ago. Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you, Koopa. That was the first time the world knew Edgeworth was a man to be feared. But why would evidence from that case turn up now? I guess it's not over, pal. Maybe there are some loose ends left on that case. That's the photo that Miss Starr took. Anything you could tell us about it? That Miss Starr is quite the lady. Why, I remember it was winter. I was 16. She was the only one who ever got me to talk about what happened. 16? That's how old I am now. I wonder what happened. Every time this guy says pal, I think of Vince McMahon. Who's that? I wonder if Detective Gumshoe wore a trench coat in high school, too. Oh, the owner of WWE. Gotcha. He owns the WWE. He always calls everyone pal. Got it. This guy is a Pokemon? He is? This is my crowning achievement. My masterpiece, you might say. But art is always misunderstood, pal.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. How are you, Paige? Thank you so much for 33 months. That's almost 3 whole years. Gumshoe is an actual Pokemon? What are you talking about? Oh, Gumshoe? Like, I got you. Yeah, Gen 7. That's right. I was thinking that you were like trying to say he looks like a Pokemon, and I was like, what are you talking about? You're talking about the Pokemon Gumshoes. Art? He was dancing proudly on the day of the awards ceremony. You will when you play Sun and Moon. But there were a lot of people coming and going after the ceremony, so they took the Blue Badger away for a while. Really? Why? Oh, they said it was shameful or something like that. Shameful! I toiled night and day. I sympathize with Detective Gumshoe, but I can see why they moved it. Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What would drive Chief Prosecutor Scott to do such a thing? Wait, I didn't mean... I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone who must have, someone who must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth. The only thing that could be a Pokemon in this game is that creature in the front of the police department. It's the Blue Badger! Hey, that's it. That's the King of Prosecutors award that Mr. Edgeworth got recently. Were you at the awards ceremony, Detective Gumshoe? Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself. Ah, congratulations. I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken? Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later. Apparently he's forgotten. A knockoff Digimon? That's the victim Detective Goodman's ID card. These days everything's cards and secret numbers. I can never relax. That's only because you always lose your card. I always forget my secret number too. Scary, huh? My face should be ID enough. What's the world coming to? Detective Gumshoe, rebel against the system. Badgemon. Do you want to see my badge again? Detective, here's my attorney's badge. You show that to me every time we meet, pal. Real men show their police badge, enough said. I wish I had a badge. Even an ID card would be nice. You show that to me every time I meet. I apologize. Alright, I feel like we have a lot to look at, so let's go. We have a car door.
Wow, look at this big pile of junk in the corner.
That looks like a car door.
There's a pair of handcuffs attached to the frame.
Maybe the guy they caught was some sort of escape artist and he got away.
Hey, that's one of those human profiles for range testing.
He's been shot square in the forehead.
Better him than us.
Okay, what's this coming out of here? There's something sticking out of here. Guys, did I show you my badge? I am very excited for Pokemon Snap. I plan to stream it when it comes out. It looks super fun. I have never completed Pokemon Snap the original because I never had a Nintendo 64 until I was in my 20s, and I still don't have a copy of Pokemon Snap. I had played a little bit of my cousin's copy when I had visited her, but I'm super excited for Pokemon Snap. You deserve nothing, Emma.
Looks like a shirt. I guess it must be evidence for some case.
I wonder if Detective Gumshoe put this here. There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of slob. I'm not responsible for the evidence here. That said, I bet that evidence locker was open recently.
How do you know?
If you leave things hanging out like that, the evidence gets dirty or ripped. The guard checks on that kind of stuff and notifies the detective responsible. How many times have I had him breathing down my neck about some silly evidence?
Sounds like Detective Gumshoe leaves evidence hanging out a lot, too.
I bet he doesn't tuck his shirt in under that trench coat either. The travesty! How dare! Do you have a Wii V? It's on Virtual Console or Wii U if it's still active. I have both. Actually, my sister has the Wii with her up in Maryland, but it looks beautiful. I'm also excited for it, yeah. I know the Wii Shop channel's... Yeah, the Wii has been shut down as far as the Wii Shop channel. I do have a Wii U as well, but I'm just gonna probably... I don't know. I think playing original Pokemon Snap will feel clunky after I play the new one, so I'm probably just gonna play the new one. If you're gonna talk behind someone's back, don't do it right in front of them, pal. Aww, we're mean to Gumshoe. We should be nicer to him. I like Detective Gumshoe.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about the dreams.
It won't open.
I guess I should have known. Hey, pal, our security's high-tech around here. Are all of the lockers gonna tell me that? Yeah, okay. N64, the clunk machine. What's this? Some sort of bulky equipment is gathering dust here.
What sorry-looking fishing pole that is.
Ah, that's my personal pole. I never did get around to using it. Wait, I've seen that somewhere before. Right, pal, that's that metal detector. The one that led to the solving of that case out on Gourd Lake, remember? Oh, right. Wow, that feels like it was ages ago. And, I don't think I've seen this one before. This song is a bop. The machine of a control stick in the middle of the controller. Innovation. Oh, that's a radio locator. I'm sure it'll come in handy in solving some case sooner or later. That cheap-looking box? You can't judge a person or a machine by their cover, you gotta look at their heart. That's a good line. We got some paint, we got some paint here, we got some paint here, why can't I look at it? It doesn't tell me the examine button until I get too low. 90% of this game is a bop. Hey look, there's a scarlet hand! Secret of the Scarlet Hand! What's this? Blood?
It's a little worn, but there's definitely a handprint here.
It looks like someone tried to wipe it off.
Mr. Wright, what if there are other blood stains left in the room?
We should use her testing fluid to check it out.
What is a saw and paint doing here?
Since the dawn of time, true art's been a war against depression.
True art? I noticed that there's a blue and yellow paint here.
Perhaps we're witnessing the birthplace of the Blue Badger. Sure, Cinnabar. Well, you might say this is my studio. Here in the evidence room? This is the first game of the series, yes.
Wow, someone must have broken something big to make all these pieces.
Detective Gumshoe, perhaps? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of hooligan. What a lovely shade of crimson. That's apparently from the case.
The case?
The SL9 incident, pal. See the sticker on one of those pieces there? Another piece of SL9 evidence. Check it out closer. I wonder what shape these pieces were in before whatever it was broke.
You want to try to put it back together?
Ha! Good luck, pal. That's no job for amateurs. Why, I spent a good 3 hours on that before I had to give up.
That's...
Oh my gosh, Spartan, thank you so much for resubbing for 5 months. Science music time. You reminded me that in elementary school they had college day where on Friday we got to wear a college shirt. My class shirt was the College of Maryland. That's awesome. That's where my sister lives, in Maryland, right outside of DC.
That's why I always carry around a tube of glue.
I mean, I know sometimes people have weird things in their bags, but that's a weird one. Well, this piece looks like the bottom. Let's try putting the rest in place. Puzzle time! Puzzle time! It's puzzle time! Puzzle time! Oh my gosh, okay. So we're looking for the piece that fits like that. Okay, I get it, okay. Hey! Aw. Thank you very much. No. No. Hey! This one definitely. Hey! Like that. So this one has kind of like a flattish piece. Like that. What the heck is this? Some sort of weird... Yeah, what is this? Base. Oh, okay. Poor design. Break it again. Okay. What in the Sam heck is a Bitcoin?
Huh? Well, I think we did it, but some of the pieces are missing.
That only took me 2 minutes to do. The problem is finishing.
Were some pieces stolen?
I bet they were missing to begin with. Still, it doesn't look like the most stable kind of jar.
I kind of understand how it got broken.
One of those drumsticks you see in the Renaissance. Unstable jar added to the court record. Okay. What is this thing? Like an ATM? I can't really... Ugh, I gotta use my pen. My stylus, I mean.
This place is stuffed with evidence, stuffed with dreams.
I'm not so sure about... Oh, we already talked about that. Okay. What is this on there?
Someone left a glove here, but only one.
Detective Gumshoe, maybe? There you go, pal, making me out to be some kind of absent-minded detective. That's evidence from the case, you know. You mean SL9? It does have a tag on it. Rubber glove. Goodness, there's so much happening here. And then this is open here.
Look, this one's open, and there's an indicator tag still stuck on it.
That locker's coated with Detective Goodman's fingerprint. Detective Goodman's locker. What should we eat for brunch? I don't know, but I'm starting to get super hungry sitting here. I have a few crackers I could eat, but I'm like so hungry right now.
Are you sure it's okay to leave it open like that?
Well, it'd be hard to get it open again if we closed it. It's empty. They must have taken the contents elsewhere. Is there anything else to look at here?
There are two things that bother me. One, why are some of the pieces missing? Two, doesn't it seem a little unstable? No wonder it broke.
We are just asking questions, exactly. Jersey Mike's is tempting me with 25% off. Ooh. Okay, I want... Wait, talk. Tell me about SL9. Now, that was a bloody, violent case. Violent? So it was a murder? A serial killing. A serial killing. Maybe I don't want to get involved in this after all. But the killer made a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth built his case around that to nab him.
And this was 2 years ago?
That put Mr. Edgeworth right in the spotlight. And started the rumor mill. Rumors about forged evidence. It was supposed to be all cleaned up with the transferal the other day. It was the last job he ever did. Detective Goodman, that is.
Huh? What do you mean?
Detective Goodman was the detective in charge of the SL9 incident, see?
So, that switchblade knife...
The victim took the knife out of the evidence locker himself? Weird.
Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here.
Looks like blood.
Do you think Detective Goodman's blood somehow got on it when he was stabbed?
Not likely. This blood looks like it's been here for months, maybe longer. This jar was evidence in the SL9 incident. That might be when the blood got on it. What even is this thing? I mean, I get it that it's a vase, but...
Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom.
That's weird.
I wonder which side is up.
Better yet, what's the purpose of a bottomless jar? I don't think this is a jar, friends. Yeah, that was Montana.
At least it doesn't collect dust inside, right?
Yeah, I don't think this is a jar, friends. The tag says SL911. I guess this is another piece of evidence from that case.
You know, I never did care for the word tag. It's confusing.
Huh? What's so confusing about that?
Do you know how many other words sound like it? Bag, gag, nag, lag, zag.
Zag? Is that a word?
Do you challenge me?
What, are we playing a word game now? That sounds really amazing. And now I'm hungrier. What am I looking at? Ooh, delicious steak lunch.
Wow, my mouth is watering. I can almost hear the sound of steak frying on the grill.
No doubt it's all cold and tough by now.
No, I'm sure it's delicious. Miss Star poured her heart into making this.
So long as she didn't put any other organs in there. Oh, what? What's this?
Let's see.
Oh, let's see. Ingredients, meat.
She must mean beef. She probably just wrote it generically.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Of course, as a scientist, I have to check what additive she used.
Go to town.
Huh? It says here, hours of sweat and labor.
So that's why the sauce is so salty. ZAG has multiple meanings. The trading/exchange value for pure silver in international trading markets, for example, ZAG/USD, means the price of 1 troy ounce of silver in US dollars. That's the first result Google gave me to find ZAG. That's funny. You're hungry for the meat of children? Koopa. Yikes. Oh yeah, we gotta spray this. Spray, 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 spray. Oh! Spray, 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 spray. We spray everything. Spray, 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 spray. We check all the blood. We all check the blood. Check the blood. Check the blood. There must have been a massive amount of blood here. I've never seen so much before. I'm not a professional. What's your opinion, detective? Oh, I almost gave him Emma's voice. Pale blue blood. Maybe Detective Goodman was actually an alien?
This proves that something really happened in front of this locker. I'll make a note of it on the floor plans.
Hey, if you didn't want my opinion, you shouldn't have asked. Bloods.
I knew it. This is someone's right handprint.
What? Febreze, all that stuff. Oh, he was saying that Miss Star used the meat of children. Oh, I see. Okay. What's the matter, detective? This locker. It's mine. It's yours. Please, you have to help me when they come to take me away. Promise you'll testify I wouldn't harm a fly. You'll do that for me, won't you, pals? This is an important clue. I'll jot it down on the floor plans. I'm counting on you guys. Believe me, you can't trust the police.
What? But you're a detective.
It rained fruit juice. Okay, now I want to spray this.
Why am I getting a reaction here?
There's no reason for the murderer to touch this spot if he fled out the door. This just might be something significant. Hey, that's some pretty amazing stuff you got there, pal.
What, this?
I hope Detective Gumshoe is not guilty because he's like maybe my favorite character.
It's called Luminol testing fluid.
Where'd you get your hands on that?
Huh?
I'd like to get some too. I'll just borrow $50 from the chief. Where do you get this, Emma? Gum guilty, Luffy's oddest move.
I always buy it by mail order.
Well, I'd better jot this down on the floor plans. Is there anything else that's weird? No. Okay. Okay. So now I want to present this new floor plan to... Nope, he doesn't have anything to say. Okay. Okay, I think we're done here. Does he have anything new to talk about? No. Okay, let's maybe go talk to Detective Marshall. Please speak to me. I'm begging you. Oh, he'll talk to me if I give him steak. I get it. Hey, do you want some steak? Steak lunch. Steak lunch. Steak lunch. That smell, reminds me of Texas. So, Officer Marshall, you're from Texas? No, I just saw a special on television the other day. Is this from my baby? Yeah, Miss Starr. What's this? What? What's wrong? A filet steak lunch? I see. Tell him I made it for him. Christy made it for you, Marshall. I don't see. I wonder what it means. Steak lunch given to Officer Marshall. Oh! Moocher, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Christy. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. All right, Bambina, you win. As anything. Clearly gifted because you made that lunch for Marshall. Yeah. Finally, it seems like. He's willing to talk. Okay, so first, we're gonna talk. Officer Marshall, you're in charge of security for the evidence room, right? You got good eyes, partner. It's an easy job, and I'm grateful for it. Actually, Officer Meekins at the detention center told us. Aw, that poor little doggy. Poor guy, I keep getting his name wrong and calling him Meekly. He told us something. He said that when the stabbing occurred, you weren't at your station. Well, maybe I shouldn't be telling you this, but since I got demoted from detective 2 years ago, well, it might not look it, but I lost my fire for the job, you know? Food is always the way. This is the way. This guy shaves a lot. Yeah, just like on the floor. So, what were you doing around 5:15 when the murder took place? Well, I reckon I was galloping down the highway on the back of my steed, Zippy. Note, he was riding down the highway on his horse named Zippy. There's no need for people here anyhow. These newfangled machines do a bang-up job of keeping an eye on the place. You mean the security camera system? I don't take to machines much. Kinda like that stewed broccoli they sneak in next to your steak, you know? Yeah, ow. He can drink and talk at the same time. He sure can. Miss Starr told us something. She said that you were a detective until 2 years ago. It was always my dream to be a rawhide wrangler on the scene of the crime. It's all gone now, like a drinking hole in a prairie fire. You're still investigating the SL9 incident with Miss Starr, aren't you? That was my case. It's all solved on the record books, but it smells like a bad game of poker. I can't let it go. That's all there is to it. What kind of case was it anyway? We've heard the name so many times, but no one tells us what actually happened. There are some things you're better off not knowing, Bambina. Anyway, that case is officially dead as of 2 days ago. 2 days ago? The day of our case? No, I was not going to try drinking and talking at the same time. I would get this lovely shirt all wet. That's right. The evidence transferals. Edgeworth was talking about the transferals too. I know what maybe 2 of the machines in here do. Only 2 of them? There must be a dozen. Like I said, Bambina, me and machines, well, I like them about as much as I like stewed cauliflower with mistakes. The easiest ones to understand are these here security cameras. I'm drinking orange vanilla polar. These are the ones that Officer Meekins mentioned. If nothing happens, the tapes are automatically erased every few hours. And Officer Meekins and Detective Goodman, are they on one of those tapes? I reckon they might be. You're the security guard and you reckon? Exactly. One more thing. When you go into the evidence room, you need an ID card. That's the card reader by the door. The card reader leaves a record of every ID card passed through. So this is the ID card record. Hey, I've seen that somewhere before. Sorry, Bambina, I can't show you more than that. Huh? I haven't heard whether this is related to the case yet. Mr. Wright, I saw a number on that record just now. I've seen that number before. Maybe there's some way I can prove that record is tied to the stabbing. With the ID card? Sorry, but could you explain this? Sorry, but could you Sorry, but could you explain what this whole transferal thing is about? We only keep evidence from solved cases in this room. They're kept here under the presiding detective's supervision for 2 years. So we can reinvestigate them if it turns out there was a mistake, see? So what happens to the evidence after 2 years? It goes to sleep forever in the underground vault at the police station. That's what we call transferal. We do it every February. I see now. Transferal's like a funeral for old cases. 2 years after a case is solved, it's closed forever. Dead. Never to be reopened again. Never to be reinvestigated. And that happened to SL9 2 days ago. Hey, Anna. Check out my badge. Check out my badge. Maybe that's why there's so much blood. He shaved so much. He finally shaved his skin. Oh, Lord. Okay, so he doesn't care about this. See this? This is the victim's ID card. Ah, the one that was on the ground in the parking lot. Happy Saturday, Coley. How are you? The number on this is 584-2189. Officer Marshall, show us the ID number on that ID card record. There it is, 584-2189. Look, the fourth number. It's a perfect match. It was used at 5:14, right before the stabbing. What's more, there's only one of them cards in the world. So when the incident occurred, Detective Goodman was in the evidence room. But wait, what did Officer Meekins say?
Sir, I entered the evidence room and asked the man to display his ID card.
So you asked Detective Goodman to show his ID card. What did he do?
That's the thing. Suddenly he pointed a knife at me.
I'm thinking somebody stole Detective Goodman's card and it wasn't actually Detective Goodman. That's my theory. Why would he have pointed a knife at Officer Meekins? Alright, compadre, you win. I guess I can give you this ID card record. Nice. I've got an idea. Maybe I should show this list to other people with IDs here. Sheriff's back in the... Okay, he doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about this. He doesn't care about this. La 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 la. Click. Click, click, click. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. I just, you know, gotta be thorough. Because the one time I was not thorough, I was stuck for like the 45 minutes. I want him to care about things, but when he does not care about things, I just click real fast. I know, that's what I'm thinking right now, Terror. Like, why do we have to go through this speech every single time. Well, he's saying the same thing every time. I'm only trying to find something that he says that's new. Literally, he doesn't care about anything. Yep, he doesn't care about anything. That was fun. I'm gonna go talk to Detective Gumshoe again. If he's still in the evidence room. Hi! Look at this thing I got. Could you take a look at this? This is the ID card record of the people who came in here on the day of the stabbing. I heard the rumors. So it was Goodman who came here at the time of the murder? Whoa! That was probably not the right... Whoa. What is it? The second number. It's not your ID number, is it, Detective Gumshoe? Mr. Edgeworth. What? The second number on this list belongs to Mr. Edgeworth. What? Why would Edgeworth have come into the evidence room? Hey, pal, look at the time. Was there something you needed to be going to? It's just that Mr. Edgeworth's inquiry committee should be letting out soon. I'm gonna go give them my report for the day. It might help, you know? Report? You mean the note written on the back of that flyer? The one that says nothing but no problems? Hey, it's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about. I'm sure he can use a report like this. I believe in him. Who needs enemies when you got friends like Detective Gumshoe? I'm off, pal. Later. Thank you. Wait, what did he just say? I need to go see what Edgeworth is up to. Hi. Bye. Nope, okay. Okay, what have I gotten since I talked to Meekins? I think we stopped here. Poor Meekins. Okay, he doesn't care about that. Okay, he doesn't care about any of that. Okay. Bye, Meekins. What do we have new to show her? I feel like the speeches are just so long in this one. Thanks for nothing, Meekins. Like, ooh, I'm so hungry. I'll eat when stream is over, but I'm so hungry. Give me pizza! is so good. Oh, what's on your pizza? I've never met a pizza I didn't like, so everything you tell me is gonna make me think it's delicious. Okay, so I'm literally wasting all my time with these people. Spinach, ricotta, black olives, and onion. Oh. Me want. Ugh! So hunger! Are you in your office, Miles? February 23rd, High Prosecutor's Office. Oh, that sounds freaking good too, Spartan. I'm just hungry. What? This is the bellboy from Case 2. I think it was Case 2. What the heck? What's he doing here? Ah, guess. My apologies. Oh, it's you. Have we met somewhere? Huh? Mr. Edgeworth, I beg your leave. So long. Is Edgeworth here?
There, standing by the window, a teacup in his hand.
I see no teacup. It's you. He has the hotel bring him tea service?
Mr. Edgeworth, you're back from the district prosecutor's office inquiry?
Precisely. By the way, Detective Gumshoe was looking for you. Oh, yes. He brought me some information, it seems.
Really? Was it helpful?
Apparently a new French restaurant is opening near here. I think he was trying to console me somehow. Cheer up, buddy! Here's a flyer. I think the report is on the other side, Edgeworth.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I think this whole thing's really taking a toll on him.
The flyer is a reference to the third game? Interesting. What you looking at, Miles? I'm over here. So, how did the inquiry committee go? Actually, they decided to treat this not as a case of concealing evidence, but as a communications error during the investigation.
Concealing evidence?
Yes, apparently there are some who believe that I concealed evidence. They gave me a warning. You were lucky this time again. Again? I've heard them say that so many times. Ever since that case 2 years ago. Are you okay for the trial tomorrow? Well, I'm still the presiding prosecuting attorney, however. Something happened? They gave control of the investigation over to the police department.
The police department?
Yes. Any further investigation for this case will be directed by the chief of police, Gant. I can do nothing but wait for his results. I see. Why, I ask you, why? All along, I've done only what I believe is right. I have nothing to be ashamed of. But still. Wow, I've never seen him this out of sorts. Do you want to look at my things? Do you want to look at my things? 'Cause I got lots of things I can show you. Do you want to see my badge? Just tell me about the case.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Edgeworth just told you no in a very polite manner.
Whose side are you on anyway? Maybe if I just show him my best evidence, I can get some reaction out of him. Okay. Hi, Timo. How are you? Okay. There's so much talking. Oh, I'm sorry about your slight headache. Hydrate or dihydrate, that's what I always say, so make sure you hydrate. I know you. Oh, you probably got a hold of some information already, right? It all has to do with that case you were on, the SL9 incident, and some dark suspicion you were wrapped up in. You are the man who revived the worst memory of my life, as I recall. I figured I'd be telling you about this sooner or later. A bad memory. He's talking about the murder in the elevator. Okay, Edgeworth, why don't you tell me about it? Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth about things. Tell me the truth about stuff. Montana, you're on the stream again. Yesterday she got very upset with me because she wanted to sleep on my legs in bed, and I was like, no, you can sleep beside my legs, but not on top of legs, and she got very offended. But why did she get offended? Because she wanted to sleep on top of my legs. No, because I don't want to... I sleep on my side with my legs, like, at a weird, like, crook. And it's just super uncomfortable for me if she lays on top of legs. Yeah, and I have a full-size bed, so... And I sleep in the middle of my bed, so she has, like, all of this bottom corner room. Hey, Rachel, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, more things that he doesn't care about. Care about this. Oh. This is the same thing he said earlier. Socks got mad at you this morning? Oh no. Bye, Coley. Have a good rest of the day. If you're streaming today, I will host you when I'm finished. If you're streaming when I finish. Working on your knitting? That's fun. Oh, he got mad at you for not giving him any snacks. That's funny. My dog wants to sleep right in between me and my wife, like no foot of the bed or nothing. Oh, you just bought Spirit of Justice for your 3DS? This is my first experience with an Ace Attorney game. Obviously the first game. But I am loving it and have wanted to start collecting the series now. So I definitely will be playing more of these on stream. I just want to find out, like, what he cares about, you know? Yeah, I am loving this game, and so I definitely want to play more of them. You just got your Nancy Drew wig? That's so fun! Are we gonna have a Nancy Drew stream soon? Oh, right, I'd better check this now. As I was saying, What's this? A record of ID card usage? Edgeworth, you went into the evidence room that day, didn't you? Just before the incident occurred, no less. Yes, that's true. Why, Mr. Edgeworth? Please don't look at me like that. I was asked to go. By Chief Gant, no less. Chief Gant! I have some issues with him. He tries to act all nice and sweet and helpful and friendly, but I think he's setting Miles up.
The chief of police?
He wanted evidence for a case that wrapped up half a year ago. He told me he wanted to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. But it was solved, right? It would have to be if the evidence was already filed. The chief is never one to explain himself. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
Can I ask what kind of case it was?
I don't hate Miles! I can't say. It really has nothing to do with the current case. Now I'm curious about this other case. I'd better make a note of it. Unrelated evidence. Screwdriver. Interesting. Stubborn as always. I told you this has nothing to do with the current case. Tell me about it anyway. You know what? I'm gonna check this real quick. I'm gonna check this. What's this say? I hate Von Karma more than I've ever hated anyone. No, that's maybe not true. But I hate him a lot. He is... Oh! Oh! I wanted to punch him in the face so much. The tag says AI 16.
What's that got to do with anything?
Nothing, apparently. At least that's what Edgeworth said.
That makes it seem all the more suspicious. Who knows? This might turn out to be the clue that breaks the case.
Wouldn't that be nice? Von Karma is a big booty hole, and I hate him so much. Okay, so I think I have to talk to him about SL9. So we'll do that. Whoa, whoa, whoa! I'm sure his face got many bruises without you even needing to punch him through your screen. The SL9 incident was a heinous serial killing case. The head of investigation was the deputy chief of police at the time, Damon Gant. He hurt my Edgeworth. Oh, you're an Edgeworth fangirl too. It makes me angry. I was about to say, what if I also hate Spondum so much. Anybody who's watched One Piece freaking hate him. That wacky old coot was involved in the case 2 years ago too then. He was the best we had, and it was my first time working with him. I was nervous.
Wow, you get nervous too, Mr. Edgeworth?
What I want to know is why I was a deputy chief of police on the investigation. In truth, I used slightly more extreme methods than normal. We were dealing with a vicious murderer. If I let him go, the blood would be on my hands. We won our guilty verdict and the killer was executed. Wait, you didn't... Of course not. I didn't touch the evidence. Yes, I will do anything in my power to win a trial. However, I do have a code and I follow it faithfully. By the way, Emma, the chief prosecutor wanted to know something. I love everyone in Ace Attorney. I call Phoenix Nick because that's my brother's name. You can punch him, Viva. It's probably going to cost you a screen. It's true. I like Miles. Okay, this is the last I'm going to say about it. I like Miles, but I don't understand the devotion that some fans have for him. Yet. People always tell me I will understand more in later games. I'm not there yet. And I can't guarantee I ever will be. Anyway. That's it. That's all. Okay?
My sister, what?
You still working on that? Scientific investigation? It gives the words sometimes in like a weird... Like it'll pause at like a weird parts of the sentences.
Yes, of course. Why, just today, Mr. Wright and I were using this.
Luminol testing fluid, I tried to show that to you, Miles, and you ignored it. But yes. Well, then you might have use for this.
Aluminum powder for taking fingerprints.
It's been chemically treated for better adhesion.
For me? Are you sure? We are the enemy, you know.
I've no say in today's investigation. Do as you will. Edgeworth, I'm really... No need to thank me. No need to thank me. Some fangirls can be off-putting. Devotion is too strong a word for me. I like Edgeworth bunches because I played his game. And I'm sure I will like Edgeworth bunches. I like Edgeworth now. I think sometimes he can be a little annoying. And I'm kind of like, will you please get off your freaking high horse? But I think he's a great character. Here, take your powder and these fingerprint files for everyone involved. Thanks. How about giving these to Detective Gumshoe as well? Fingerprinting set and fingerprint file.
Well, let's get going. One last investigation.
Right. Yeah, Miles is like a frenemy. Like, I love to sort of be annoyed with him sometimes. If that makes sense. I do seem to remember seeing a suspicious handprint somewhere. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go over there. We're gonna fingerprint the things and get somewhere. Hey, look at me. Yes, you can tell me a secret on my public chat. Definitely. You love Emma most? What? No! No, Rachel. She's annoying. I miss Maya. Oh. She's always like, well, actually, science. And I'm like, no, stop. That's why she annoys me. I don't hate her, but I think Maya is better. She reminds me of me when I was 16. Oh, now I feel bad. People don't understand why I love Mercedes so much in Fire Emblem, so I get that. I'll probably play Fire Emblem and end up loving that character. She's just a very, well, actually kind of person, and I feel like I get enough of that on the internet with, like, randos coming into my stream being like, well, actually, at me, that it's a little off-putting to me. So now I feel bad if I've made you feel bad by saying that. That was not my intention. She's fine. I might like her a little more if she wasn't so obsessed with Miles. She's fine. I like Emma. I just think Maya is better. I feel bad. I feel so bad right now. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad I haven't made you feel bad. I was annoying when I was a teenager. I'm sure I was too. I was the teenager that dressed like the Jonas Brothers because I thought that was really cool, with like button-up shirts with vests over it and like little skinny ties with my skinny jeans and my Vans. And I would listen to Jonas Brothers, and then I was like, oh, Jonas Brothers is for kids. And I would listen to like Paramore and A Day to Remember and All Time Low and Boys Like Girls because I thought it was really cool, but secretly I was also still listening to the Jonas Brothers. That was me. I never got past my being annoying phase. You never had a being annoying phase then, because you're not annoying now. No one competes for my love. I just relate to Emma. Fair enough, fair enough. Mercedes is the best healer in the game. Awesome. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go to the evidence room. You agreed with what I said about the Jonas Brothers, or what? Oh, about terror. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, Galen actually dresses right now like the Jonas Brothers, and he's secretly a huge Jonas Brothers stan. I wrote an article about video game characters I would marry. Mercedes was on the list. Oh, that's awesome. Outed. Yeah, Galen, your secret is now known. Terror is delightful. Okay, our investigation turned up a suspicious handprint. Here, in this blood on the detective's evidence locker. Let's use the secret weapon we just borrowed. Right, let's get started. First, choose a finger. A finger? Each finger leaves behind a slightly different imprint. So let's choose the finger that will have left behind the clearest print. I really can't tell the difference at a glance. Quit procrastinating and choose a finger! I think we're gonna go with the pointer. Ah, yes, Coley just went live. So I'm gonna go for about 20 more minutes and then we'll raid over to Coley. Okay, now it's time to check for prints. Let me show you how it's done. Emma's starting to get that sparkle in her eyes. First, we sprinkle the aluminum powder around. Huh? How do you do that? Just touch the screen, see? Ah, it looks like that did the trick. Fourth wall breaking much? You may have a new favorite assistant after you play Spirit of Justice. Ooh. The aluminum powder adheres completely to the print. Once the powder is well spread, just blow away the excess. Huh? How do I do that? You just blow with your breath. Imagine you're blowing out the candles on a birthday cake. See? Wow, that looks like fun. It might take some getting used to, though. This case is only in the DS version, is that right? It's fine. It won't go up your nose or anything. You just pour the powder on thick and blow away the extra. It's in the PC re-release? How do they do this, then, if, like, you didn't, if, like, I guess some PC, well, I don't know. Laptops have mics typically built in, but PCs don't, right? So I wonder how that works. We all had that thing that was, like, uncool. I feel like all of my things currently are still a little uncool, but I love them so much, so it's fine. And some people think they're cool, so I just, like, become really good friends with those people. Oh, just, like, moving the mouse over it? Okay. I guess I'd better give it a try. Spread the powder. I did it! You found one. I forgot where the blowhole was. The blowhole on my 3DS, so this went poorly for me. I hate it when I lose my blowhole. I write episode analyses of the Golden Girls. I have no place to say what's cool. But this looks nothing like a fingerprint.
Now that you mention it, I guess it doesn't.
What does it mean?
I think it means we're out of luck.
Out of luck? The person who left this handprint must have worn gloves. Don't tell me we've been wasting our time here.
Hey, calm down. That's just the way it goes sometimes with scientific investigations. But it does seem a shame.
Old Bluey with the blowhole.
Why don't we look for other prints?
Other prints?
Looking at the locker door again closely.
Hey, it seems there are fingerprints outside the bloody handprint as well.
Let's see if we can find a clear print.
Fingerprints outside this blood. We'll do this over here. Powder, 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 powder. Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Hey.
Yay, a print so clear it's dazzling.
Dazzling?
Anyway, this print took a lot of effort to find. Let's match it up right away.
So we're not done yet? This is quite a process.
Well, there's no point in finding a fingerprint and not knowing who the owner is, right?
I guess she's right. All right. Some call it a microphone, but I never use it for anything but blowing and just saying nonsense for Chat.'s chatter. What a fun little gift that was, doing the Chat.tot thing.
Point out the person you think left these prints.
Huh? How am I supposed to know who it was?
I could make a pretty good guess. The bloody handprint and the fingerprints are in different places, right? That means the prints probably don't have anything to do with our case. So whose fingerprints would we most likely find on this evidence locker?
Okay, here we go. So it's got a little swirly in the middle. Close, but no cigar? Oh! What? It's Detective Gumshoe's prints? Uh-oh.
Aha! So these prints belong to Detective Gumshoe. Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You gave me this so what look.
I guess that's probably because I was thinking so what.
Okay, so we came up with nothing this time, but there's always next time. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. You gotta roll with the punches, Mr. Wright.
Thanks for the sympathy. Wait, if I remember correctly, there was one other handprint in this room. Let's check it out. It was exquisite. Here. This is where we got a luminol fluid reaction, right?
Right. There was a handprint here. Okay. Wanna try using this?
There go her eyes sparkling again. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, let's check for prints.
That's the spirit. Oh, but I have to warn you about something first.
What?
The area with the blood was wiped away, right?
We only ended up finding it using chemical means.
Any prints in that area will have been wiped away too.
Oh, right. So that means no prints.
Would you say the probability of your hypothesis is high?
Don't ask me.
Anyway, we must try to find prints that weren't wiped away.
Prints other than the ones left by the bloody hand. Got him. Well, that looks like Damon's fingerprint, doesn't it? Let's check everybody else's just to be safe. Oh. Oh, this also looks like Jake Marshall's. They seem to have a very similar print, but Jake's is more vertical. So I'm gonna go with Jake. Yeah, fingerprints.
Blake, thank you for the host. Happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. Hey, these fingerprints, they... Whose are they? Whose? Is it someone I know?
It's Officer Marshall.
Huh? Officer Jake Marshall?
Oh, snaps!
That's gotta be a coincidence. He's not involved in the crime.
I like how I've been staring at you doing fingerprints for a while and yet was still not aware if that's what you were doing. Oh, that's what you were looking for, yeah. These are decidedly different from Detective Gumshoe's prints. The luminol reaction. The blood and the fingerprints are in the same place.
Oh. Oh.
So we have Jake Marshall's fingerprints on a wiped blood stain. Oh, snap. What is your bae up to, Christy?
But why would Officer Marshall...
It looks like her investigation's finally turning up some results. I guess this is what you'd call decisive evidence.
I don't believe it.
To be continue. This might be a good place to call it. Here at this saved... Yeah, I think we're going to call it here because we did really good investigating. He didn't do it, I swear! I think that's where we're going to call it, is right here. We're like 10 minutes shy of 2 hours, so I think that's... But I think it's a good stopping place for now. So we're going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me this Saturday morning. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. There is a small possibility that we may be streaming. I may be streaming again this evening. It's kind of up in the air, but I may offer Holland a chance to come over and hang out here if she wants to do that, which I haven't heard back from her about that. So if that's true and she wants to stream, we may stream some Aviary Attorney tonight, so double stream on a Saturday. But if not, then I will see you guys soon. I'm sure I'll be streaming again sometime next week. So take care of yourselves. Much love. You're welcome for the stream. So glad to see everybody today. I'm going to go have some lunch and finish my painting, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye!